Hi, I'm Barry Conrad, and this is Banter with BC. Cheers.
Cheers.
And today I'm here with my guest, Amali Golden. Amali, do you want to introduce yourself to the people?
Hi, I'm Amali Golden. I'm an actor and musician.
And to kick things off, we like to start with something called Two Truths and a Lie. Do you know how this works?
Mm-hmm.
You're up.
Yep. Okay. I was born in Tasmania.
Okay.
I once put an ad on Airtasker for someone to get a huntsman spider out of my car.
Okay.
And one time someone asked me to sign their baby.
I'm gonna say the lie is the huntsman spider.
Is that your final answer?
No, hold on. You're making me. I think she's the first guest that's made me second guess my choices. Hold on. Huntsman spider, born in Tasmania. I'm gonna stick with that.
Yeah. I wasn't born in Tasmania. I was born in Sydney. But I thought I'd throw you. I thought you'd think, oh, that one's definitely.
Did I do my research or not? Like, it's my guest on the show. Wow, I feel super
I did
embarrassed.
actually post that out on Airtasker, and people answered.
I actually can't believe that I got that wrong.
Do you ever get them wrong? What's that? I think I would have paid anything at the time because I had to pull my car off the road, and then I was like, it's somewhere in my car and I need someone to get it out because I'm just deathly afraid of spiders. So I think I probably said like $50. So there were heaps of people that were like, sure, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, but then I opened all the doors and then I saw it. So I kind of had to deal with it myself before anyone came. So I just used a whole can of spray.
So you're scared of spiders?
Yes, very, very.
Wes, you know what she asked before. Do you ever get them wrong? What's your answer, Wes? And don't
Every time?
at me. What is it?
It's true.
Not every
What's
time,
the
but
stats?
Every time.
Would you say more right than wrong?
no.
Okay. I think it's really hard.
Well, I should have known the Sydney thing because I was anyway. It's my turn.
Yep.
I'm a good winner, good loser, I should say. I was born left-handed, then became right-handed
Okay.
later in life.
Yep.
I once stood 5 feet away from wild hyena, no cage, no barriers.
Okay.
I got to share my love of fried chicken with Janet Jackson in person. It's a pretty good one.
I feel like the Janet Jackson one would be true.
Well, how do you think that could be?
You've met a lot of, you've
know,
schmoozed a lot of famous people.
Sport is pretty good. Okay.
The hyena one, I feel like that's sort of like put there as the lie. It's a bit out there.
Is that your final answer?
No. I'm saying you'd expect me to think that that's the lie.
Okay. All right.
I'm just trying to work backwards. I'm also thinking about my thought process. I put the lie first.
Wes, you need to help me workshop these because
So the first one, that you were born left-handed and you became right-handed.
You're saying that's the lie?
Yeah.
You sure that's your final answer?
Yep.
You were correct.
Ah, yes.
Again. Extreme close-up of my dismay.
I mean, does that happen? Does that happen to people?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I actually had to research that on ChatGPT, like, is this possible? And they said, yes, this happens.
Okay. All right. You can't trust AI.
Cheers.
That's the takeaway.
Exactly.
Congratulations, Amali. So what's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
I feel like me and Bo, my husband, we're pretty spontaneous because our careers are so, like, a lot of things come up last minute. So we kind of have to organize things last minute. So we've booked holidays, like 2 days before we've had to leave, go to Japan. We've done that. I don't know if it's spontaneous, but one time it was our anniversary and we were out for dinner. And then as we were driving back home, I opened up Drum Media, like it was just in his car, and there was an ad for me playing that night. And I was supposed to start at midnight, so it was like 10 p.m. or something. We were coming back from dinner, and it was the venue's fault. So they thought that we were playing and they'd got it wrong, but obviously like they were expecting us to be there that night. So we just called a bunch of musicians and we just figured it out and then just turned the car around and drove to the venue.
You actually still went back?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Imagine that you're just chilling and it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I know. I was so relaxed and so full. I think we'd gone somewhere like Rockpool, like somewhere really nice. So just, ate everything. It was just awesome. And I just wanted to go home and undo my top button.
It's kind of rude, the fact that you saw that ad. It's like you just want to enjoy yourself and, There's other people that could have done it, but good that you went back.
Yeah, like what are the chances that I would open it and see the ad?
So what are you not very good at?
What am I not very good at?
I'm using my hands, by the way.
Oh, please. What do people normally say? Do they do their like, Delish?
So good.
That's your thing you like to do, isn't it? That's your move.
Move?
Yeah.
You're yelling at me.
No, never. That was yelling at you.
That's your thing that you do,
I'm just
isn't it?
buying time while I think of what I'm bad at.
That's your man. Okay, so what are you not very good? Well, what do people say, Wes? What's some things people have said that they're not good at?
Surfing. One that's come up a few times.
Me? Other than myself.
Yeah. Math.
Yes, David Berry. Shout out David Berry.
Maths,
He
yeah.
said he's not good at.
Right, yeah. I actually did Kumon at school, so I'm good at maths.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, ethnic
very
others. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
that's
So
not
not
good.
maths.
Okay, not that.
Yeah. I would say running, actually. I want to become a runner this year. I've decided. I've just never been able to run very far or very fast. Oh, and swimming. Actually, now that I'm getting on a roll, there's heaps of things. Running, swimming, they're all kind of athletic things.
Why those two? Especially while running. Like what, is it the run club situation that's like the big thing right now that you're attracted to, or is it just because you've always wanted to be that?
I like that you can just do it anytime and anywhere.
Okay.
And so there's a freedom to it. And I just think it would feel good. Like we live on the coast, so I feel like I see people running along the coast and it just feels nice. I think I'd like it.
It feels very on brand for you. Like, I can even see like a commercial perhaps. Like, you're just like...
Yeah, if I can get money to run as well, that'd be amazing.
That's so funny.
What about, can you run? Like, are you a runner?
I'm a good runner. I'm a better hill sprinter because I have 1.5 lungs, but I can run. I used to run long distance, but now I'm more like, give me like a hill and I can smash it.
Yeah, right. So do you have limitations when it comes to your lungs?
I mean,
Some things you can't do?
just for the distances I used to do, I can't. I'll still try to be a hero and do it, but I just feel it more.
Yeah.
But for long distances, I'd prefer to walk it and chill with mates and talk along the coast. But running, give me a hill or like an amount of time that I know that it's like set so I can see the finish line. Yeah.
I feel like as I've gotten older, I've just gotten more cautious about going in the ocean, even though I live by the ocean. And now that I have...
That's interesting.
I know. Yeah, like I always, like I don't get out in the waves as much. I just want to be more confident. I've always been like not a really strong swimmer. At school, I would just say that I had my period every month. Like I can't do swimming class. I've got my period again. She's like, again? She's like, get to the doctor, girl. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I've just kind of avoided that. And I'd just like to be able to get out there and feel confident.
Fair.
But if any job ever asks me if I'm a strong swimmer, like if I'm ever auditioning for anything, I'm like, yes, absolutely. I'm an incredible swimmer.
You literally just like told everyone, every casting director is like,
By the time the auditions come through, I'll have sorted it out, don't worry.
that's so funny.
Yeah,
They're already invested in you.
that's right. Well, that's what happened when I was in Blackwater Abyss. I was like,
Yeah, what? How did...
I had to do heaps of swimming for
That's
that. And I told
interesting.
everyone I was a strong swimmer.
Okay, you said yes, you were not a good swimmer. What went through your mind when you said you got the roles?
I didn't really think about how much swimming I would have to do. And I figured like it'd always be in short bursts. So I can swim, but I just...
You sure?
Should we get out there? We're right by the ocean now.
Obligation.
Yeah, so I don't know. I can swim, just not fast. And probably a bit uncoordinated as well.
We'll
But
probably cut around it.
exactly. They can cut around. CGI. What's the CGI budget?
Okay.
Yeah.
Got the stunt woman. Okay, you're up. Would you like to try some of that?
Please.
Okay, my dishing up situation is really good.
What's really close?
As long as you don't get it all over.
I'm prepared. I've got
You've got
a napkin.
a bib.
That's right. Yeah.
You built an impressive resume. You know, you've been in Thor, you've been in Black Snow, Home and Away, Love and Monsters. You know, what role, and that's just to name a few, by the way, which role challenged you the most and how so?
I think that Blackwater Abyss was challenging on so many levels, just the physical nature of it. Because basically, Blackwater Abyss is about these friends that go exploring this cave. And then when they get down there, there's been this big weather event and it gets flooded. And so they get stuck in the cave and they can't get out. And then they discover that there's a massive crocodile in there as well, hunting them.
Sure.
So the entire thing is set in a cave. So we were wet for the entire shoot in this like studio that had been built to be like a makeshift cave. So yeah, just like the physicality of that, being wet all the time and cold, and but then also there were like really high stakes for the characters, because my character, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, I guess it's been like 7 years. So
Who's counting?
that's your fault. She had had an affair with her best friend's partner and was pregnant. So yeah, so the stakes were very high for her. She was pregnant in there trying to escape the crocodile. So yeah, and she had this big secret. So there was a lot going on for that character.
And as we talked about before, you weren't like the most confident swimmer. You didn't.
Yeah.
So
that was in the back of my mind.
as well.
Yeah.
So you're going home every night, like what, sitting.
Are they gonna figure it out? Are they gonna notice?
But you're proud of how it turned out.
Yeah.
All that?
Yep. And it kind of played into it because it just kind of helps sometimes being in like the real environment.
Right.
Yeah, it just brings out things that you aren't expecting, I guess.
And leading onto that question as well, being the incredible actor that you are, how does Amali Golden make the sausage? Like, what's your process when you get a new role? Do you have like a formula, or is it just like different every time?
It's different every time for me. Yeah, I'm not really someone that has like a clear process, because sometimes you get things and you just know how that should be.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's other times when you like really have to figure out who the person is, or like understand why they would make decisions. Like definitely with Blackwater Abyss, it's like, why did she do it? Why did she do all these things? Like, go. So stop, terrible decision making. And you've got to, not be judgmental and try and get into the headspace of why someone would do that. But yeah, I guess sometimes you just going over the lines over and over and over again. Like, I really am somebody that needs to know things really well. And then just feelings pop up. Like when you're just running them, you're like, oh yeah, like you might have read it 10 times and then suddenly realize, oh, that might actually have a different meaning this way. Or I don't know, sometimes it just comes to you. And there's been tips that I've heard over the years, like write down everything that people say about the character and everything that the character says about themselves. And yeah, just trying to be really clear about what they want in the grand scheme of things and in that moment. And yeah. I
guess there's just so many paths to the same goal, I guess, and everyone's different, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, oh, should I have, when I see people's notes, like, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't written a single thing.
Should I be having
like
a whole binder?
Yeah.
What's happening here? So alongside your acting, you're a multifaceted artist, singer, songwriter, pianist, like arranger, producer. What inspired the reinvention of releasing music under golds?
I don't know, just sometimes when you're venting about the industry and like, the expectations and, now everything, like, now it's like, oh, it's not even just the music. Like the music is one small facet of the whole project, like you need to be so on top of how you're perceived in every single way. And I guess I just kind of wanted a fresh start. Like I liked the idea of being able to like conceive something from the ground up, like with any conceptions of anyone. Because I guess because people had known my music and stuff since I was 16, and I'm just a completely different person basically since then. So I just wanted to do something fresh, and I also wanted to really think about every visual element of it as well, and just not have anyone think anything about it until they saw it. Just be completely fresh.
Wow. And that leads me into Broken Wing, which, let me just say, sonically so tasty.
Oh, thanks.
And I know that song is, from what I've read and heard, it's quite personal to you as well.
Yep.
Why was that the first offering as golds for you?
I think that felt like the most me of everything that I've ever done, probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's big to say.
Yeah, because it was just so raw. It took a long time as well. Like I'd written that sort of in stages. Like some of it was just poetry that I'd had on my phone for ages, and it just came together over a period. Like it was a long time coming, that song. Right. And it was just, deeply personal to me. It just felt like it represented this new stage of my music. Yeah, it's a song, like the song is about my mental health and coming through a dark period. So it kind of felt good to release it in this positive new phase.
Yeah, because with lyrics, like, it gets exhausting trying to act like there's nothing wrong. And I'm falling.
Doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
Doesn't it, Barry?
I mean, that's, you know, not disguised under the veneer of this, like, by the way, we have to shout out to Amali Golden, who produced it, your husband.
Oh, yes.
And also
Absolutely.
Sean Carey and Evan Kirkner, like, you know, who mixed and mastered.
Yeah,
So
Boy wrote it with me too. Yeah.
it's so lush, like the pop, but then the message is quite vulnerable.
Yes, totally. Yeah. It was kind of scary, but also kind of exciting to just put it out there.
That was that was 2019, and even in 2017, you were still releasing music as Amali Golden.
Yeah.
So that 2-year period, obviously, from what I'm imagining, there was a lot of growth or just change in your life, or
Yeah. And it was different musically too. Like, I think that's why I wanted to, that's another reason why I wanted to change things to Big Golds, because I didn't want people to be like, oh, it'll just be like our album. Because I released an album as Amali Ward, my maiden name, and it's very different sonically. So I thought, let's just start fresh, see what happens. Yeah.
And also that chorus with the stacked octaves is like, that's so
Well,
good.
thanks.
Because I love vocal layering, and I'd like totally appreciated that.
Yeah, it was the first time, like on the EP, there was a lot of octave stuff that I'd never really done before, and exploring different parts of my voice. So thanks for noticing.
Of course.
Yeah.
So fame, social media, the public side of the industry, how do you handle that side of things?
I feel like,
Lemon?
please, I feel like it was really hard to deal with when I was younger, because, you know, when we were on Australian Idol together. Yep.
Was that a thing?
Yeah, only 20 years ago. It was just the other day.
Don't blow up my spot like that.
Yeah.
A long time
The
ago.
highest watched show of that year or whatever. It was like a record-breaking show, and then suddenly all these people knew us, and that was really weird to not be anonymous anymore as a 16-year-old. And when you're still kind of figuring out who you are, and I definitely didn't know who I was yet. Yeah, and like, you haven't done anything yet. Like that, like the show is just the first thing, and then you've got to go and make of that what you will. So I felt a lot of pressure to kind of do something with it. But I was also still figuring out what I wanted to be and do and say, and I think that was pretty hard. But if I was to have that level of attention, I just know myself better, and I wouldn't be as afraid, I guess. But it would still be odd. Yeah. How do you feel about it?
Well, first of all, let's go back to you. I mean, you arguably
I'm deflecting, Barry.
I know you are. I see you. You've arguably achieved so much. Like, you're doing incredibly well, and people do know who you are. So, I mean, that is a reality of what we have to do now. Not have to, what we get to do now, because we love what we do.
Yeah.
But it's such a different time now. So even going back to the social media part of things, it used to just be something fun. It's still fun, but it's just like, there's social media notoriety and general fame, and it's just all these layers. How do you deal with like people reaching out to you on social media, or over eager supporters? I'll say that, things like that as well. Like, are you a private person? Do you have boundaries, or are you just like, whatever comes, I don't really mind? Like, where's your line in the sand with stuff like that, you know? I
don't feel like I have a clear boundary about it. It's just kind of, you can feel the intention behind whatever's been said. Like, if you get a DM, like, I wouldn't be like, oh, I never look at any DMs from people that I don't follow or anything like that. It's kind of just take it case by case. Like, I think you can kind of feel when people are genuine, and yeah, like, I've chatted to people that have just, you know, like, taken the time to let me know that they liked something that I was in, and that, yeah, like, I'm really appreciative of that. It's nice to know that it's reached someone.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because back in the day, it's more like message boards and forums.
Yes.
You know, and all that, and reading the comments.
So toxic. It was a different time as well.
And I remember actually saying, I think, well, I know me and some other people were like, well, Amali, don't read the comments, or don't, you know, but it's hard not to read the comments.
Mustn't have heard you.
And then you see,
I read them all
these good ones, and one bad one's like derails everything, because that's your whole world.
And they were so insane now. Like when you think about this is a child that you're talking about, just the weird commentary on my body and just so much of my appearance. And it's just crazy, isn't it? Like it's just deranged.
Yeah.
Who in their right mind thinks to go and like post something about a child? It's so weird. And a child that's just trying to sing on TV. It's
Right.
just crazy.
And also, what was allowed back then or okay,
Yeah.
it's just so
Even on air.
It's
Yeah.
not okay. It's so interesting to go through different eras, is that the right term, of what is permissible in pop culture, in society, what's okay to say about people's bodies, appearance, race,
Yes.
anything,
Totally.
versus now.
Yeah.
Do you think that has changed? And if so, for the better or worse, or do you think it's kind of the same but different? Like, what's your view on that now?
Well,
Versus that 16-year-old Amali version of,
I think like the actual mainstream media, they operate in a different way to how they did back then. Like what is okay. Like social media can be so toxic. Like I feel like I'm actually really lucky and that I haven't really copped that kind of interest. Like it hasn't found me the type of thing where people seek you out to really show you hatred. Like not in my life now. Definitely, I feel like I found it when I was 16. Like I would go and look on the message boards and see like what's everyone saying about this episode and what did they say about me and like why do they hate me and I wish I could change their mind about stuff like that. I feel like it just doesn't reach me on my side of the internet at the moment, so I'm lucky, but I see it all the time. Like the more opinionated you are, especially as a woman or as a person of color or like any kind of marginalized group, then yeah, you kind of get shouted down for sure. So I think that is still, that still exists. And then there's also this thing where people feel some of the stuff that people say about like, oh, you know, there's, it's gone so far one way and now it's correcting itself. It's like, guys, no, it hasn't. Do you hear that stuff too?
yes, I do hear that stuff.
Yeah.
Elaborate, keep going.
Just, you know, in terms of, like, you know, diversity is kind of like, you know, you hear comments about like, oh, I didn't get it because they went diverse on this role. And it's like, they went diverse, like, you know, it's kind of like, just be the best.
Yeah.
Like, and then you won't have to, I just think it's funny when people use diversity kind of as a scapegoat for why they didn't get the role, when they're not actually even sure if that's why they didn't get the role. It's like, it's just, they're very quick to throw diversity out there.
I 100% will agree with, as a black mixed race man, it's who's the best for the job. I'm not interested in being a tick on the box of like, hey, this is someone who looks different. No, like if you're not good enough, too bad, bro. You don't get the role. Or sis, like it's not about, we don't get like a hand up. Yes, things have been said and done in the past, which are not great. But here we are. If you're not the best, you should not get the job. And that's just what it is. It doesn't matter what.
But you want to be thought of
course,
as somebody that could be the role of man. Like it doesn't have to be like black man. You know what I mean?
Amali, you think?
You could play the role of man in my movie.
That'd be great.
But yeah, you don't want to be only considered for like these roles that are just for like, oh, we're ticking a box here. Like that's not what anyone's asking for. It's kind of frustrating when you're like arguing against someone arguing against your argument that you didn't actually even make.
You're just showing up doing your job. I just want to throw my hat in the ring for this role.
Yeah, it's interesting. And like I think that's why it's so important to have diversity in every part of the industry, like not just being like, oh yeah, we've got someone for this role of friend and like we've ticked that box, like we've got someone of color here and we've got a queer character here and like, but then the writers are all like a homogenous group, you know, that don't have that life experience. I've gone for things like, even recently I read for something where it was a Sri Lankan writer and it just the difference, like the character, it was like, oh, this is lived in. It's not just like, oh, this is, they've written the name as a South Asian name.
Wow,
you know what I mean? It's like, oh, wow, like this could be someone from my life, or, you know, it just makes such a difference. That's what people are asking for, like just it to be representative of the world that we actually live in. And that's what's funny about like our experience on reality TV, because reality TV has always been ahead of scripted because it's representing, I mean, in a skewed kind of way, the reality that we live in. Like we're on the cooking shows and we're on the singing shows because we can do that. Yeah, Interesting.
Yeah.
Get me started, Barry.
Yeah, that's great. So good. So what's the biggest stereotype, do you think, surrounding what you do? Or one of?
I think people don't realize how much work you do that's never been seen. If you're, an actor that's auditioning constantly, all these characters and all these ideas that you've had. And, if you want to do an audition, you have to really put yourself into it. And then you have to just be like, okay, see you, and maybe that will never come back to me. But you really have to give it everything. And then you might not get it, and it's like, cool, like on to the next one. But yeah, just like, I guess people don't really realize all of that stuff that you're doing apart from the things that they get to see, which sometimes is just like the tip of the iceberg for you, I guess. Yeah.
It's really interesting that you say that, because it's true. It is the tip of the iceberg, because when you are presented with any opportunity, which I'm sure you can agree with, is like you kind of have to you can't not give it everything if you want it. So that means practically maybe turning down other work, maybe turning down an occasion, maybe turning down time with your family to prepare for something which you may never get.
Yeah.
So the glamour and everything of that is great, because people might see like the result if you get it. But there's plenty of other times where you're doing the same work for something, for many other roles, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you would say?
Yeah, which is why I guess you have to find a way to enjoy auditioning, because you're going to be doing it so much. Like you can't be waiting to enjoy the job. Otherwise, it's just like so much time of your life that you're not enjoying. So I actually do really enjoy auditioning and doing self-tapes. Like I like the whole adventure that you go on with, from getting the email with the sides and the character, and then being like, oh, what's this? And, learning about the project, and then I tape it with my husband usually. He's my reader.
What is you, bro? What are you like? Are you good or what?
He thinks he's quite good. I would say he's good too, actually. Yeah, I work him quite hard.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't go easy on him just because he's my husband. Make him do accents if there's an accent required.
Wow. So he's like he could probably put down tapes himself.
Yeah. Maybe that's what maybe he's trying to get in the spotlight himself. Maybe I should be careful.
Do you feel like that if you get someone that's more experienced or inexperienced, does that affect your ability to do what you need to do for tapes? Or not really?
It depends on the scene, but yeah, I mean, it's obviously great if you've got a great actor that's just giving it everything on the other side.
Let's just stop for a second. So inside baseball, Amali, what does a tape mean for people that don't know what that means? What is that?
So a tape or a self-test, it's when you get sent an audition request for something, for a TV or film project, or sometimes theatre, I guess. Do you do self-tapes for that as well?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yep. And you have to read your lines with someone off camera reading the other lines.
Like Wes is the reader, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job.
So you're a mother of two now.
Yep.
How has motherhood changed your view of your career and your approach to what you take on?
It's a big question. It's changed everything in my life. Like, it makes you realize what's important, and that's your family. How's it changed what I take on? Well, yeah, it's not just you anymore, Like, before it was my partner that was a consideration, but now it's a family, and they're little people, and, is it going to be worth being away from them and missing X, Y, and Z? Like, yeah, I definitely think about that all the time. Or, when I was doing Black Snow, I was still breastfeeding, so that's a consideration.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and then I had to be away from my son Miles when he was like 6, 7, 8 months at that time. So yeah, just, that's just something that you have to factor in as a working mum, I guess. Like, yeah, people do it. You just have to I wanted that opportunity. We managed to make it work somehow, but yeah, I was like pumping in between scenes and
Wowzers.
Yeah, getting back to him as much as I could. And yeah, you have a lot less time, and your time's not all your own. And so you think about whether things are worth my time now. And I'm just so much more aware of when things are serving me or not. Or like, would I rather be with my kids right now? Would I rather be, I don't know, doing something else right now? Yeah.
So was that filmed, Black Snow specifically, in Sydney? Was that easier logistically, or was it on location? Like, how did that happen?
It was filmed in Queensland.
Oh, wow. So,
yeah.
Wow. So you had your baby with you?
No, I didn't. Yeah, so he was at home. And it was pretty challenging. the most I was away from him at one time was 4 nights, but that's quite a lot, like when he's still waking up in the night and feeding and stuff. So yeah, like, you know, I'm really lucky that I've got an amazing partner that can, that's like a co-pilot, you know?
Awesome.
Yeah.
So good. What's your weirdest habit?
Oh, is it a habit? I don't know. I think I have misophonia, which is
Wait, what is that? What is that?
it's where I get really enraged by the sound of people eating.
Emotional.
But not you. You're great. You've been eating perfectly today.
Is that a thing? Really?
Yes, it is. Yeah, not just people eating, but like people sniffing, just like bodily chewing noises. I feel like there'll be people out there that know what I'm talking about and relate to me. Maybe not you.
Cue the ASMR for this segment. Oh,
Yeah,
it's like,
ASMR is my nightmare. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, so sometimes I imagine that's pretty hard to live with. To put it mildly.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's the first ever. Say it again, what's the?
Misophonia. Yeah, like when I'm on a plane and there's a sniffer, God help us.
Sometimes I do that
Oh,
sometimes.
that's fine. That's nothing. Yeah, that's okay. That's on a lower scale.
Okay, so are you more, now that that's your thing, your thing. Are
Yeah,
you
it's my
like,
thing.
are you?
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah, active musician.
Yeah.
Is my title. No, like, are you mindful of like, oh, I'm chewing too, like, do you think in your head, are you aware of, you think you're chewing too loud or drinking too loud or doing anything too loud?
About me.
It's about you. It's not about me, I'm fine.
Yeah, I
It's
wonder
you.
if anyone else with misophonia is disturbed by the sound of their own eating, but for me, it's other people. My poor husband, he really cops it. But my kids, so far, their eating's really cute. Even though kids can eat really they really go for it. But so far, I think it's cute.
My mind's actually blown. Insert graphic.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Look it up, you'll see.
I really want to hear what you hear. Like, what's the level of, oh, that's annoying, but this is not annoying. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't know what triggers it, because
So crazy.
sometimes it's fine. Like, you've been perfectly fine.
even though, like, so how
Now
is
you'll
that
be
even
sorry.
wrong, right?
Yeah.
So it's not the sight, it's the sound.
And then Barry just didn't eat for the rest of the episode. No, it's not. It's the sound. But I mean, if there's a sight, we've got bigger problems, don't
Sorry.
we?
This is the wrong. Why did you come on the show? Like, this food, this is like, you're putting yourself in lion's
Thought
den.
about it. Yeah, I know.
You're literally.
Think about it. Yeah, till this very moment.
That's so funny.
My dad was a pretty loud eater. Maybe that's why.
What life challenge are you most proud of conquering?
My second baby, Miles, I really wanted to give birth in water. Like, I wanted to have a water birth. I'm in a bath, and I wanted to hopefully not have to have an epidural like I did with my first baby, because that was like a 40-hour marathon. So yeah, I just had the most, I don't know if this is interesting for the majority of people, but yeah, for me, I just really wanted to be able to have that experience. And I did. Like, it was just the most primal, beautiful, powerful experience. And I was just so proud of myself that I just did it, you know? Just
awesome.
Yeah.
I can't even begin to imagine what that feels like, and I'm so grateful.
But you don't have to.
Yeah. So that's why I'm so happy with your answer.
God, yeah.
And to finish things off, we're going to hit you with some fast trivia. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Which American comedian and actor played Pharaoh Ramses in Michael Jackson's Remember the Time music video?
Oh, Eddie Murphy?
Correct.
Yeah.
Which actress from
sorry,
The
fast.
Handmaid's Tale trained at the School of American Ballet in New York before pursuing acting full-time?
Is it not Elizabeth Moss? Or it is Elizabeth Moss?
You tell me.
Or is it Yvonne Strahovski?
You got to
Okay, I'll say Yvonne.
incorrect this, Elizabeth.
Yeah. Thought it was too obvious.
True or false? In 2018, John Legend became the youngest person
True.
to ever
He got-
achieve. You gotta wait a minute.
But that's another of my annoying weird habits. Finishing sentences.
At the 2025 Academy Awards, which director won 4 Oscars in one night, tying Walt Disney's 1954 record?
Sean Baker. Honora.
True. Which song written during the Vietnam War in 1971, became a universal anthem for peace and hope.
What's going on?
Vietnam War in 1971 became a universal anthem for peace and
Imagine?
hope. Yes, correct. Awesome. Amali, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
If you love this episode of Banter with BC, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.